Alright, we're good to go. I think we're up and running. Let me just get the stream up. Yep, we're here. We are live and ready to go. We have the Wolves and the Nets taking on one another today. Good win the other day. Obviously doesn't mean too much, but really positive signs in that one, especially from Ben Simmons, who had a pretty down start to his Nets tenure, to be honest. There was that really bad Miami Heat game. I mean, everyone played like trash, but it was a good bounce back performance. He had 10 assists, I do believe, 7 rebounds or 7 points and eight rebounds. So he got involved in every way, and that's all we really need to do. We don't need him to score too much, as long as he can push the ball up, be aggressive, defensively be active, and he was that especially on Giannis. So that was a really welcome sight, given, that's exactly what we've been missing for the entire time. And we potentially have that on our hands now. Someone that can match up against a big body in Giannis and hold his own. And I don't think Giannis shot very well by any stretch. Do believe, I think it was something horrid, like a 4 of 17 type performance. You can see who we're missing today. It's pretty much the same from the previous game. And the starting lineup is as follows. You can see Ben, Kyrie, KD, Royce, and Clax rounding out the 5. So if I can go to that Milwaukee game for just a second. If it loads up. Which it's not, but it should. Here we go. Giannis had a 6 of 21 shooting performance. Went to the line 15 times, but I tell you what, if you can make him earn every single one of his points, I will be more than happy, given he has been able to do what he wants in a number of matchups against us in the past. Other good performances, I mean, KD and Kyrie didn't shoot as efficient as, you would have liked, but still put up a good amount of shots. Claxton was excellent. He missed one of his 8 shots. His free throws are still whack, but I think it's a positive anyway. 3 steals and 3 blocks. Defensively, we've been exceptional. Kyrie Irving looks very good on that side of the ball. He's chipped in with quite a few steals, especially in the preseason. Well, we'll see if that translates over to the regular season, but he's hoping. And off the bench, Cam Thomas and Day'Ron Sharpe. Day'Ron Sharpe was excellent. 5 of 6 from the field, 5 steals, 1 block, 11 points, 5 boards in 18 minutes. So couldn't ask for much more from him either. Clawworld, hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you are doing well. And we've got a few people just joining. This is going to be a regular thing, so make sure you're here for the ride. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead. This is the layout, and we will be also using this primary layout. I've done some revamping, so it looks much cleaner, and a little bit of art done by myself. It's not difficult, it's just tedious. But regardless, good performance. Hopefully we can back it up. Watanabe's been good as well. He knocked down a couple threes, and defensively he's active. That lineup with Ben Simmons, Claxton, who else? Royce, KD, and Utah, if I haven't mentioned him yet. That lineup was unbelievable. Like, try shooting over that lineup. They're their long arms are just so difficult to get shots over. So that's going to be a real good defensive asset we have this season. What channel is it on? Well, it's on League Pass, which I'm watching it on. But I'm not exactly sure where else you can watch it. Ems, but yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's not on national TV though. We've had a few national TV games in the preseason, and obviously, well, that's actually why I don't really like to stream them, because you know they're obviously accessible to everyone. The whole point of me doing these streams is to reach people that can't watch the game themselves and need another avenue, another outlet to get all the action. Do I have a link or something? I don't have a link. But I'm sure there'll be plenty of links out there if you want to find it. I will be doing as best as I can of a play-by-play for those of you who cannot find the game or can't find accessibility. Hopefully, you're able to find something, but I'm doing it the legal way on League Pass. So the starting lineup for the Wolves, by the way, or Wolves, whatever. D'Lo, Anthony Edwards, McDaniels, Towns and Gobert. This is going to be interesting because Towns and Gobert are the Twin Towers. They are huge. And it's going to be a very tall task, no pun intended, in order to stop them. So I'm very excited for this, actually. It's going to be a good game. I will be looking at the chat every so often. We'll hop over to the watch along overlay. You can also see the games I'm going to be doing up and coming. I will be doing opening night, which is going to be very exciting. Big game. And there's 5 very season-defining matchups to open. Pels, Raps, Mavs, Pacers. Oh no, that's the other one. But we've got the Pels, the Raps, the Mavs, the Grizzlies, and I believe, if it's going to come up, the Bucks as well. So, I mean, if we go 0-5 in that run, that's going to be an absolute disaster. But if we are able to pick up 3 wins, maybe 4, I'd be very, very happy with that. It's very easy to, be swept under the rug, I think. Just be completely disregarded by the league. But regardless, we're getting ready to get this bad boy started, this preseason game. Okay. Alrighty. So we're about to get things underway. And it's going to be Kyrie, KD, Royce, Clax, and Ben Simmons, the team. And we'll get this one underway in just a few moments. Here we go. And we've won the tip and we're off and running. I've got to remember to activate the timer. It's a bit behind already. I'm not used to handling this scoreboard manually. Ben Simmons around the screen, KD. Pull up is off, and Cat with the board. And now D'Lo. Gobert trying to hand it off to D'Lo. Guarded by Royce on the outside. And now the switch. And Royce is under the basket with Gobert. Russell to the corner. And that is excellent stuff by Brooklyn. It's a foul by the looks, but with 2.8 seconds left, they never looked like they were going to get a shot up. So already a turnover for the Wolves, and it is forced. Royce in the corner. Hand off to KD. Screen by Royce. He's wide open, top of the key. KD, how on earth did he score that? He contorted his body on the baseline like I've never seen before. Then we turn it over, or force the turnover after they were a bit overeager. KD knocks it down. And that's a great, great start. KD with 2 brilliant scores. And D'Lo now hand off to Gobert, back to Russell. Towns guarded by Ben Simmons. So it looks like that's going to be the assignment. Any continuation? I'm not sure. So Ben Simmons, 2 games in a row, has got some very big assignments. Literally and in the context of, well, the impact that they can have on the game. Edwards. And now we have a switch. Claxton on Edwards. Good defense. And that shot is well short by Edwards on the wing. Kyrie. Screen by Ben Simmons. Skip pass. O'Neal, he airballed the 3. What on earth was that? And Minnesota in transition are picked up well. Russell with the scoop. He missed it badly. Gobert nearly with the putback. And the Nets scramble to get that one. And we've got possession. KD. Quick movement to the corner. Royce is wide open. And he's off again. So, bit hit or miss. Royce O'Neal in the preseason with the 3s. Towns catch and shoot from way downtown is off. So, they can't buy a bucket early. And Royce O'Neal on the baseline drive. Rolls it back out. Kyrie, the scoop is off. And we've got 2 free throws coming right up. So Kyrie with a couple. And you would trust him from here. And he misses the first free throw, which is unlike him. And the second free throw coming up is good. Okay. Gobert. Cat is really having to work hard to establish position on Ben. Edwards with a dribble, and that is well off. Well defended by Clax again. Royce. Oh, wow. Kyrie's wide open on the wing, and he knocks it down. And you would think that they're going to call a timeout, but they don't. And already, excellent start, and more good shot contesting. Gobert, that's a tough shot, and he is fouled. Trying to go for the reverse on Claxton. Really like the other day how we were doing a lot of team rebounding. It really prevented those offensive opportunities we were giving up last season. But, you know, this time round, this season, from the small sample size I've seen, it looks really positive. I'm really happy to give up free throws to Gobert. You would do that in the regular season, and we're doing it now. And, whoops, that is not where I'm adding points. First point for Minnesota in this contest. And the second free throw by Gobert is off. Ben Simmons with a full court pass, and Kyrie Irving with an excellent score. How on earth? And that is what we're going to be subjected to this season. Ben Simmons with a full court pass. Just a step ahead of everyone else on the court, and that is a good bucket. Alrighty, so 11-1 to begin, and, well, we'll go to the box score, shall we? In typical live streaming fashion. I don't know why that's... Yep, okay. Box score time. And now I need to get this up. Let me just send it on top. actually, let me do this. If I can just interact. There we go. So KD's got 5. I don't know why it's lagging so bad. Doing a whole basketball watch along must be hectic due to scores changing so often. You rule for this. I mean, hey, it's absolutely painful. I've actually put more work, made myself do more work. What just happened there? I've made myself do more work because I could have just ripped off like an ESPN scoreboard. But instead, I am actually doing the whole thing myself manually. It's because last year there was a bit of a case where I'd get ahead or it just wouldn't be aligned with my reaction. So this way, it's all based off what I'm saying, which is good. Then again, AFL, so I can see you being used to that. I'm used to it, but I'm not used to changing scores. You know, it's good to see action, though. A lot of action, but seems like we're scoring so well that even the box score can't even keep up, which I don't understand. What is going on? It's that far back. Whoa. Okay, well, the fact that I've just pressed... Okay, I gotta fix this. This is the problem with hotkeys. Such a problem with hotkeys, because now every time I change it, it's gonna send the points upward. And if I don't notice, it's gonna go to like 900 points or something. Regardless, Kyrie has 5. KD's got 5, and from the line, Kyrie's got another, so 6. 6 points for Kai. And we're back underway. The defense is so good, man. I just love Kyrie's defense this season. Already, I can just sense it's going to be... Like, his intensity in preseason, I've never seen him this engaged in a Nets uniform. Another switch, except Claxton peels off and lets D'Lo score the basket. Alright, Kyrie. Cross. Guarded by Edwards. Royce, good screen by Ben to free him up. And that's a third corner 3 missed by Royce, and he's going to have to hit those. Going to be plenty of opportunity this season. The paint is just clogged. Towns catch and shoot 3. Oh, wow, that rattles in. And a bit fortunate. But I tell you what, like, McDaniels tries to drive into the paint, and Gobert is still there. So... It's just clogging it. It's just attracting defenders. KD fouled and won. And KD and Kyrie have started with a bang and lead back out of 7. So, free throw to come for Kevin Durant. And the free throw is good. So Wolves bring it up. Why is my stream buffering? D'Lo hesitates. Has to roll it back out to Edwards. Towns. 1-on-1 with Ben. Oh, that is excellent defense. Air ball. Transition. Kyrie. Bounce pass to Ben. And that pass is errant. And we've got another foul. Oh, it's a push-off on Jalen McDaniels. Or is it... Jaden McDaniels. There's two of them. I don't know which one's which. So that's great defense once again. In nearly half a quarter, we've conceded 6 points. And we have another timeout or foul. This is on KD. Offensive foul. And KD is not happy. He's saying it's not a foul. You can hear that over the court mics. Actually, it's not even KD. Alright. So D'Lo now to Edwards. They've had no continuity. Like, the defense, the fighting through screens, the help defense. Another offensive foul. Royce O'Neal, he's like giving up 6 inches of size on Towns, and he has won the ball back for his team. Excellent stuff. Royce. Floater. Beautiful. Good off-ball action and lost his defender. And we're going to have another foul on the floor. This time it is on Clax. That's another foul. And I think that's his second. So 16-6 lead, and Wolves have not been able to do anything on the offensive side of the ball. And now we've got a turnover. Kyrie swoops. Transition. KD. Oh my word. It rattles off back rim. He gets it back anyway, and we score 2. That's just a bit of luck. Off back rim to the outside where we just had a player just relaxing. And now Cat guarded on the outside very tightly by Ben Simmons. It's going to be a foul, potentially continuation, not really. Karl Anthony Towns is in the shits, but once again, that's Ben Simmons with unbelievable defense. I honestly do not care if Ben Simmons goes 3 of 9, 3 of 10, if he can do this. Because even if he does that, he's paying it all back with the defensive stops he provides. Just, I mean, he contributes individually to his own personal assignment and then to the team. You know, because that is a ripple effect. Everything is a ripple effect. So 18-6, 5:44 to play. And Royce O'Neal and Claxton to the bench. Dayron comes in. As we mentioned at the start of the stream, it was a very good showing by him last time out. Karl Anthony Towns knocks it down. And yeah. Alright. So KD to Kyrie on the outside. Good cross. Bounce pass to Dayron, who rolled. Ah! That was so good. That was good. Dayron looks really good. Russell with the drive and the score. So, the Wolves have already had 6 less shots. They are shooting at 2 of 7. They made 2 field goals in 7 minutes. That is exceptional. Morris, wing jumper is well off. And it's a rebound to the Wolves. D'Lo on Mills. You would expect they exploit this matchup. And D'Lo with another 2-pointer. And brings the lead back to single digits. Look, Paddy, I don't know if he's worth being out on the court if he's going to be that much of a defensive liability. Obviously provides spacing. Kyrie misses the 3 top of the key. And now D'Lo again. Paddy got tripped up. And then Russell landed in trouble. And then didn't decide to shoot the open 3. But Gobert with 2 points. And I don't know what Patty Mills was doing. He just lost his marker. And Kyrie ended up being in no man's land. Kyrie nearly lost the ball. He gives it back to KD as the bailout. And now Dayron comes up for the screen. He's got a couple options, but he tries to shoot himself and scores in traffic with the right. Wow. And that's with the defense having collapsed in the paint. Russell 3 over Mills is off. And it's going to be a foul on Rudy Gobert. Dayron Sharp probably put a little bit of mayo on it. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout. So yeah, we've got a timeout. And we'll go to the box score. Let's see if it's updated. And I think it has. 22-13 is the score with 3:42 to play. And this is the current 5 on the floor right now. You can see KD has 12 points on 5 of 7 and 1 block. Let me just go to the interact feature so we can move it across a little bit. So you can see that, and if we move across to the Wolves, you can see D'Lo has 6, Gobert's got 7, but only the 2 rebounds, which is a good sign because you would expect a little bit more dominance in the paint with, you know, the center rotation we've got. D'Lo's exploited that Patty Mills matchup just a little bit, but for the most part, they're shooting it at. Let's have a look. They're shooting it at 5 of 10. I thought it was worse than that, but we've actually forced 5 turnovers, which is a really good sign. Yeah. And if we just hop back over to Brooklyn, you can see, well, yeah, +9 for Kyrie and KD. But if you look at the bench as well, you've got some good contributions from Royce O'Neal, 3 assists and 2 steals. He's definitely missed more than 1 3-point attempt, I can tell you that much. Maybe his toe was on the line for 2 of them. Ben Simmons, 2 boards, 2 assists. He's already got 3 personals, so yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to be getting a lot of action in this one. And Clax, well, not as much of a fiery start as last game, but we've only had the 2 turnovers, I do believe, and are shooting it very well. So it's good we've been able to pretty much do everything in our power to, you know, get this lead. If you are enjoying this stream, by the way, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and share your thoughts about the game so far. Happy to hear any feedback on the stream as well, because obviously we've made some upgrades. So if there's anything you want to see or like think I'm missing or stuff that you don't think's necessary, let us know in the chat as well. But anyway, so we're back underway, and Kyrie's got it. Bounce pass to Dayron! Oh my word! He looks bouncy. Dayron, I swear to God, just looks more mobile. He looked a bit clunky last season in his rookie year, but now he just looks so much more athletic. And I do think he lost a couple kilos in the offseason. Corner 3 by McDaniels is off, and Dayron towers over to get the board. Kyrie, no hesitation, that 3 was always off. Going to the right. Anderson in the game. McDaniels, bit of a push off on Kyrie, but no foul. Patty. Guarded by Jalen Noel. I don't know. Morris is in, Sharp's in, KD's in, Kyrie's in, Patty's in. So last game, Ben Simmons played the full first quarter, and now it's Kyrie and KD playing the full first quarter, so experimenting with minute allocation. Anthony Edwards guarded by Morris. You would think you need to exploit this matchup, but he does well. Morris holds his own, and the push shot by Carl Anderson's off. KD with the rebound. Bounce pass to the corner. Drive and kicks it back out of KD. Wolves covered that one pretty well. Shot clock winding down into the final 10. Morris with the spin. And he scores. I'll tell you what, Morris isn't the best defensively, but makes up for that very much on the offensive side. He's made some tough shots in preseason. That's a tough shot by Towns. Made the shot, and will shoot to convert an and one opportunity. So 26-17, and everything has been made difficult for Karl Anthony Towns. And he scored that one off the glass, falling towards the baseline. And, well, battered into the whatever structure is holding up that ring. So a free throw to come for Karl Anthony Towns. And it is good. So Patty Mills will bring it up. We've gone with a very shallow rotation. I'll tell you what, in this in the last couple preseason games, especially to open in the first half. That's a good screen by Kyrie to open up, or Dayron to open up Kyrie. Good passing around the perimeter. Morris had a wide open three and it's off. And now Anderson to Cat, top of the key. And we're going to have a foul on the floor. And once again, Karl Anthony Towns is getting absolutely hounded. Okay, we should be resolved now. Bit of lag on the stream, I do acknowledge. Okay, that should be okay now. So second quarter's about to get underway. Reset the shot clock to 12 minutes. Okay, that should be good. So first quarter done and dusted. Okay. I just need to quickly turn that on, because it is actually scorching in this room right now. Alright. There we go. Share your thoughts on that first quarter, by the way. We'll go to the box score, actually. Should have a quick look. Shooting 50% from the field. Shit from 3-point land. KD, currently, I don't know if you can see that. You can see who's on the floor right now. There's not really any scoring prowess, but on the bench, look at this. KD with 12, Kyrie with 8, Dayron with 4, and Roy Sonia with 2. That's where all the scoring has come from. For Minnesota, you can see the scoring distribution right there, and you can also see on the court, Karl Anthony Towns has 9 points in 11 minutes. So bit of work to do. Alrighty. Second quarter about to commence. The lead is at 6. And it will be getting underway right now. And we're off. Second quarter has begun. And Torian Prince, hand off to Anderson. Good off-ball play, and Bryn Forbes wide open for 3 in the corner is off, and the Nets will get it back. Ben Simmons, one-on-one with Anderson. Scoop shot! Oh my goodness! It was more of a hook shot, running towards the baseline, and that was beautiful off the glass by Ben Simmons. Noel to Anderson. stops and shoots. That was an awful shot by Anderson. Ben Simmons holding his ground. Beautiful find to Clax. And that is a beautiful dime by Ben Simmons. From half court, just found Clax sneak behind the defenders under the basket. And somehow the one wins out under the basket against two Nets defenders. And Taurean Prince with the putback, or the second chance score. So Patty Mills now. Pass to Ben. Corner to Morris. 3 is good. And we've got a 3 to go finally from that corner, that left corner. Noel, guarded by Cam Thomas. Tough shot is off, and it is a foul on Cam Thomas. Noel will shoot. So what I'm seeing is you cannot have Cam Thomas and Patty Mills on the court at the same time. And even Morris for that matter. You just need a mixture of... Well, you definitely need Ben Simmons and Clax on the floor to make up for that defensive liability. Which is what we're seeing right now, which I do like. You need that balance. Yeah, on second thought, I think it's a good balance. You know, you've got a fair bit of shooting on there and a bit of defense. So, it's going to be really interesting to see who you need to take out once Joe Harris comes in, Seth Curry comes in, TJ Warren comes in. It's going to be really interesting to see who falls out of the rotation. Mills, turnaround is well off, and we've got a foul on the floor, and it is on the Wolves. Claxton fighting to get that rebound, and he did... Well, he didn't get the board, but he did win the ball back for his team. Why have I sent that up? Okay, and we resume play. Claxton looking for a pass. Hand off to Cam Thomas. Gets past Prince, hesitates. Ben Simmons with the floater is well off. And the option was there, but he just couldn't execute. And now Anderson off the glass. And he's off, but another foul, this time on Patty Mills. We've been a bit undisciplined on the defensive side when it comes to fouls. And the same could have been said for the other game the other day. So a couple free throws coming up for Kyle Anderson. Anderson makes the first free throw. And the second free throw for Kyle Anderson is good. And lead back down at 8. So Cam Thomas will bring it up past half court. Double screen, or a shadow screen set by Clax. Cam Thomas. Good defense here by Minnesota. And Cam then fell out of play and turned it over. Trying to save it. Noel in transition is off. And Minnesota skied high for the ball, but unfortunately could never get two hands on it, and it will be Nets basketball from the side. So play resumes with Cam. Screen by Ben. Claxton. Now Ben in the post. Hand off to Cam Thomas. Shoots a shot and is off, and there's another foul. So Claxton is causing a few issues for the Minnesota Bigs. Currently, that's like the second foul in the last 3 possessions for us. So we retain the ball once again, and Ben Simmons drives. Kick out to Mills on the wing, and he's got it. That looked exceptional. So 4 threes made in this game. The Wolves have only made 1. Noel to Prince in the corner. He hesitates on the 3 and then got caught on the travel. Whoops, I've just realised that I wasn't playing. I was not playing the timer, but I'm making up for it now, slowly, slowly. Mills brings it in to Cam. Screen set by Ben, and now the switch. Ben guarded by Noel, back to Cam, and they switch back. Cam Thomas floater is good. Torian Prince, we're going to have another foul on the floor, and this time it is on, I don't know who, but I think it was someone trying to fight through the screen. That Seth Curry jumper that he's wearing looks very drippy. Wish I could cop that. So it looks like we're going to side out Royce O'Neal back in the game as the only alteration. Morris to the bench. Anderson. Good off-ball play, and Bryn Forbes is freed up to score a 2-point pull-up. Simmons, hand off to Mills, pull-up 3 is off. So I do like the idea, Ben Simmons setting a screen after he hands it off immediately. And basically all the off-ball player needs to do is receive the handoff and just utilize the screen, and you've got a wide open shot. That is the art of Ben Simmons as a point guard, standing 6'10", being able to set a screen and execute the pass. Anderson, switch, and the length blocks that outlet. Anderson guarded by Clax on the outside. D-Lo now. Got past O'Neal. And Claxton skies high for the defensive rebound. Pushes the pace. Royce O'Neal nearly got ahead of himself. Bounced it while he was half on the floor. And now Ben back out to Royce. To Mills. Ben into the paint. Tough shot. That was pretty awful. He shouldn't have shot that. Prince. Oh, that is... Well, I thought good defense by Royce O'Neal. He was... You know, he was taking a swing at it, but unfortunately, must have caught the wrist. So, couple free throws for Torian Prince here. Yeah, Ben Simmons, that's not the shot you take on that side, because he's falling away on the wrong side. He's shooting with his, obviously left-handed, on the left-hand side, fade away. That's a tough shot to make if you can do it. Unfortunately, Ben Simmons can't make a normal jump shot, so we shouldn't really be trying the excessively difficult ones, you know what I'm saying? So Torian Prince shoots the second free throw, and it's good. So Patty Mills, Ben Simmons. Here we go. Let's see what's on offer. Dayron. Okay, that should not be a foul. Ben Simmons with a bruiser screen, and they've decided to call a foul on Ben. He's had 5 fouls in 17 minutes of gameplay, and mind you, he hasn't been on the court for 17 minutes. He's going to have an early ice bath, and yeah, that's all she wrote. Tower Brothers still not playing for the Wolves. Yeah, they are playing for them. They are well, they're not playing right now, but they are. They were in the starting lineup in this fixture, so yeah, good vibes, at least for them. I mean, you obviously want to see your team full strength at this point of preseason, or you know, the best team that you can roll out. as a final dress rehearsal for opening night. Especially because, yeah, for some teams, it's the last game before, you know, it all kicks off. And, yeah, obviously you want to be seeing... You want to be basically simulating exactly what's going to go down on opening night. You know, aside from injuries. We'll have a look at the box score here. You can see who's currently on the court for Minnesota and what they have done. Where is it? 6 points for Russell, 4 points for Prince, and then 9 points for Cat off. Well, not off the bench, but he's on the bench right now for the Nets. Dayron with 4, Mills with 3, and then Ben Simmons with 6 dimes. And there's been some pretty ones in there, but he's had 5 personal fouls. And it's just changed. Kyrie's got 8, and KD still remains on the bench. So there you have it. And the lead currently sits at 9, the margin. So good stuff there. Still got a long way to go, obviously. Ben Simmons and D'Lo played in an academy together, so probably know each other's games better than most. So yeah, interesting stuff. But if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to chip in with support in any way, shape or form. Share your thoughts on the game as well. Any Nets discussion, any NBA discussion for that matter. I'd be happy to hear it and engage in a bit of discussion. Exactly that I think I need at halftime, because, you know, the halftime break can tend to drag on, so probably going to need it. Royce O'Neal's really held his ground well on Karl Anthony Towns. Every single time he gets isolated with him under the basket, and he forced the pass out there. So, I mean, he's built like a brick shithouse. He's pretty solid. Kyrie, hey! Maneuvers his way to the basket, and with the soft touch to score that one. And that was lovely stuff by my boy, Kyrie Irving. So we've got one to come for Kyrie. We will be back on opening night, as you can see via the upcoming streams to my... That way. Wait. That looks weird. There. You can see it there. Kyrie with a free throw to come, and he scores it. And it is 43-33 with 6.5 to play, roughly. I can't see the scoreboard for some reason. Karl Anthony Towns is a bit short on that one. Kyrie, screen by Dayron, who rolls. Kyrie doesn't use that. KD. Royce O'Neal's got a wide open look. Fakes the pass and knocks it down. That's exactly what's going to happen in the regular season. He's going to get so many looks if he's on the floor with a unit that has KD or Kyrie on it. Maybe KD and Kyrie on it. That's a good response by Anthony Edwards, who I don't think had scored until that point. So back down to 10. We've got a foul. So foul on the floor. Fighting through the screen was Anthony Edwards, I think. So we've got a side out. Kyrie to Cam Thomas. Drive, and that's a tough look by Cam. But they just are careless with it. Excellent by Dayron, and Cam's missed a wide open pull-up too. Dayron's got IQ, like, well beyond his years. I tell you what, because just like there's been so many times in his very short career, he just he knows the right play. He can just knock it on when he sees fit to benefit another teammate. Passing ability, simple stuff, man. His court vision and awareness is just off the charts for someone of his size, I think. And it is now 46-37. And Cat makes both at the line. And we have just gone over the halfway point in this second quarter. Timberwolves have made a living at the free throw line. Kyrie could have passed to Royce. Oh my goodness. Kyrie. He had Royce O'Neal wide open at the top of the key, but he backed in his own ability and scores another one. So that is our 6th 3 of the contest. We got another foul on the floor, and the Wolves are in the bonus, so it's going to be free throws for D'Lo. And Cam is just, I mean, defensive side of the ball, as soon as Cam becomes an average defender, he'll be a great player, because I think at the moment that's the thing that holds him back a lot. D'Lo misses the first free throw. And we've got one to come for D'Angelo Russell. Here we go. Second free throw is good. And it is down to 10 once again. It's really hung around at this margin for quite some time. Kyrie Irving. Screen set. One-on-one with Edwards, who stays with him quite exceptionally. Oh my god. Spin move. Step back is off. And he is just asking for, well, a lot of difficulty there. Edwards missed the layup. Good contest by KD. And now Kyrie in transition through the legs behind the back. Royce O'Neal, man. If that was Joe Harris, that's going in. And it's happened before in past seasons. This is preseason. Kyrie's clapping his hands. He loves this. And Kyrie knocked it out of the driver's hands. Transition! And one! Hey! Royce O'Neal, I think, did the too small gesture. But Kyrie, with the excellent defense, he looked beat on the initial, and then was able to just strip him from basically out of his periphery, and were able to basically punish in transition, which is going to be a really common trend, you would think, of our season. But the lead's back out to 13. Why do I keep doing this? It's a 13-point game. Minnesota let one fly from the outside, and it is off. And now Royce O'Neal to KD, and now Kyrie outside. Dayron rolls, but has to pull up because Gobert is blocking that path. Good feed by O'Neal. Dayron missed the first time, but the putback was on point, and Dayron's been excellent. Oh, wow, that was nasty. Beautiful pass by D'Lo. I mean, Kyrie was never, ever going to contest that, especially with the height the pass was sent to. Dayron a KD. Good screen set. Skip past the Cam on the wing. Lost the ball, and Cam is just not... He's struggling a little bit in this game. Gobert is fouled. And that was a phantom call, because all KD did was stand there and I think rest his hand on Gobert's knee as he basically jumped, strided towards the basket on the cut. And we have a timeout. So 54-41, 2:57 to play in the quarter. It's been a good half by Brooklyn. And if we go to the box score again, you can see Kyrie and KD have made up a large portion of the numbers for Brooklyn. Royce O'Neal with 8 as well. He has missed 5 threes, but you're not complaining. I mean, given what he's been able to offer. Dayron with 6 points, 4 rebounds, has also been very lively. Cam Thomas has been a bit ill, but you can see the bench as well. Ben Simmons has 5 fouls, or it says here 4, so maybe he's only on 4 fouls, but the broadcast said 5, so that's what I'm going off. Probably not going to get a lot of action, but some of his dimes have been great. You can see shooting the ball. Hold on. You can't see it. Shooting the ball at 24 or 22 of 46, which is just sub 50%. 6 of 17 from 3 isn't ideal, but we've only had the 5 turnovers, which is much of an improvement on that Miami game where we had like 25. You can see Minnesota, 11 to Towns, 7 to Russell, and that's about it. Gobert's not really done anything, and Torian Prince with 6. So defensively, we've held them off as well. I mean, look how many shots. We've had 17 more shots than them. They've only hit 2 threes. They've been to the free throw line a shit ton, and the turnovers have dried up, which isn't great for us, but overall, I think it's been a really good performance. A really good performance so far. It would be better if I could have seen a little bit more of Ben Simmons, but it is what it is. But regardless, we are waiting for the start of, well, the return from the timeout. I don't know why everything is so laggy. All right. All right, we're good. Alrighty. Just about to return. Couple free throws coming up for Gobert. So first free throw coming up. First free throw is good. And then the second free throw coming up right now. Here we go. Second free throw is good. Play resumes, and we're into the final 3 minutes of the first half. It's Kyrie Irving with ball in hand. KD gets fouled. Someone held his arm. Don't know who it was, but it's going to be free throws for Kevin Durant because we are in the bonus. So yeah, a couple coming up for Kevin Durant. Here we go. Gobert's also got 3 fouls, so if both teams are going to play their players for like proper regular season minutes, then I think we need to attack that. So the second free throw coming up. KD missed the first one, so we've got one to come here, which is good. And D'Lo now. Pass to Towns. D'Lo lost Cam, and that is just severely stuffed up our defense there because the rotations just went completely out of whack. All the help defense. Dayron ended up on D'Lo. Cam Thomas was in no man's land, and Gobert, well, all he needed to do was just basically push KD aside, use that inside scoring craft, and well, he scored, and yeah, missed the and one. So no Claxton in at the end of this half, and as I say that, he's coming to the scorers table. Dayron well defended by the Wolves, and in transition D'Lo. Well, we actually recovered really well. Gobert's on KD though, and that's not going to bode well. And he just absolutely thrust KD aside. But I don't know why Dayron is guarding on the outside. I don't know how that matchup sprung to mind. KD tough shot is off. It hits back iron, and the Wolves once again set up. D'Lo pull up three is well off. Dayron with the rebound, and Cam Thomas, I would assume, will slow things down. He's got Cat on him, so if he wants to attack it, that'd be cool. Now he's got Gobert. Pass to Kyrie and back to Cam. Can shoot the three, and I mean, that's regulation. Rudy Gobert was not comfortable guarding on the outside, a guard. And, well, the rest spoke for itself, really. Edwards now guarded by O'Neal on the switch. That's the brilliance of having a versatile lineup. And Dayron Sharp wasn't even guarding Anthony Edwards and still had the IQ to butt in and basically contribute with the defensive play. And obviously a transition opportunity there, which came up empty-handed, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. And we've got the ball now, which is great. So 58-47. Bit of time to play in this first half, and KD will get the ball here. Shoots the three, he's fouled, and he knocked it down! Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ, Kevin Durant, you are cracked. How on earth has he scored that? And now we're having a look to see if it's a flagrant foul. So, wow. Allowed absolutely no space, was basically smothering him. And even still, nothing can stop Kevin Durant except himself. And on that occasion, that didn't happen. So let's have a look. Looks like the foul would have happened on the wrist or something, because he definitely didn't go into the landing area. So look, I thought the lead was going to be within single digits, but at the moment it's looking a bit dire, especially if it's a flagrant. Because he scored a three, and if it's a flagrant, we get free throws and the ball. So that could potentially be a 6-point play or something stupid. Let's have a look. It's a common foul. Alright. So it's just going to be a regular free throw. And score currently sits at 61-47. One shot to come. And the free throw is good for Kevin Durant. So 15-point lead. It has ballooned in the last minute or two. Karl Anthony Towns guarded by Royce. Claxton, good help defense, but Cat scores. And you can see that Ben Simmons not being on the court. Ben Simmons not being on the court is well, it sort of stunts our momentum on the defensive side. Kyrie, Watanabe, catch and shoot three is too long and a rebound for the Wolves. So we did execute the 2-for-1, but we didn't score it. So Edwards 1-on-1 with KD. Russell nearly lost it. D'Lo just bounced the ball off his knee, and now we're in transition. Here we go, Royce, Kyrie, 1-on-1 with Russell. 6 seconds, 4 seconds, 2 seconds. Oh! Unbelievable! Kyrie had D'Lo leaning and punished. Top of the key three. And it is, well, it's half time, and it is a commanding 16-point lead for the Nets. Time for the box score. And, well, you can see the Wolves have made 2 threes in the first half, which is never going to be sustainable. 15 of 20 from the line. 9 turnovers. You can see the rotation here. I'm slowly scrolling up. That is the bulk of the scoring right there, Cat. With 13 and 8. Wow. Gobert with 9 and 4. He had a little bit of command in the back portion of the first half. And D'Lo's got 7 points, 5 assists. For Brooklyn, Kevin Durant with 17. Kyrie Irving with 17. Look at the efficiency on that. KD has missed 3 shots. He has not missed the 3. And he's also had 2 blocks. Kyrie Irving has had 2 steals and 4 assists to go with 3 threes and shooting above 50% on 11 shots. Royce O'Neal has been very good as well. He's got 3 steals, 8 points, and a number of other defensive plays, such as keeping up with Karl Anthony Towns. He's had that assignment quite a bit and has not really looked phased by it one bit. If we go to the guys that weren't on the court to close the half, Ben Simmons has been in foul trouble and probably won't be seeing a lot of game time in the second half. And you can also see Day'Ron Sharpe in 12 minutes of action. It's been some good minutes. 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 of 6 from the field. I would love to see some extended statistics on that, but that'll have to suffice. You can see the shooting as well, 24 of 50. So we've had, well, a crap ton more shots than Minnesota, like 16 more. We've hit 6 more threes and are shooting it at a pretty good clip. Need to probably attack the free throw line a little bit more, but apart from that, I can't really complain. And only 5 turnovers, so being really smart with the basketball. But good stuff. All right. See if there's any in-chat activity. No, it's all good. Alrighty. So the half is over. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to show the support. Did want to mention let's have a look. Let's have a look at the other games going on right now. Let me just mute that. Other games right now. Obviously, there's not really much to discuss in preseason, but just for, just for vibes, Cleveland and Orlando are in a tied game with 2.5 to go in the game. It looks like Okoro's got 17. Levert's got 15. Chetty Osman's got 11. So they haven't really played anyone of note. Banchero's got 17 for Orlando. Cole Anthony with 14 and Wagner with 13. Indiana versus Houston. Let's have a look at that one. Indiana versus Houston. Jalen Green's got 33. He's going to have a breakout season by the looks. Şengün's got 12. Kevin Porter's got 22 and 7 boards. Eric Gordon's got 14. For the Pacers, Matherin's got 18. Jalen Smith with 10. Duarte with 10. Turner with 15. And that's about it. They're playing their bench units to close this one out by the looks, and the Rockets will get the dub there. Boston versus Toronto. Anunoby's got 29. Scotty Barnes is 19. Van Vliet's only got the 11. And Achua's got 8 off the bench. He's shooting like trash. But that's in the third quarter. Derek White with 21 points. Tatum with 19 and Brown with 15. So you've got that happening. There's a lot of games going on right now. The Wizards are playing the New York Knicks, and Hachimura's got 17 in that game. Beal's got 13, and Will Barton's got 9. Jalen Brunson's got 27 for the Knicks, and he has only missed 4 of his 14 shots. Robinson and Barrett with 15 and 9 each. Barrett's hit 4 threes, and Julius Randle's only got the 10 points on 3 of 10 in 24 minutes. So that's not ideal. If you're a Knicks fan, you obviously that big payday a few years ago has not really paid off. For the Hawks, DeJounte Murray's got 18, DeAndre Hunter's got 11, and Trae Young's got 9 and 7 assists in the first half. So they've distributed the scoring, and DeJounte Murray's been really good for the Hawks. I think that eases the load off Trae Young. Ingram's got 17, and Valanciunas with 10 and 6 at the moment. So some good performances there by those players, and there's a couple other games. Oh my god, that voice crack was so bad. And we've also got the Mavericks and the Jazz, which has just started up, and we already know the result of that one because, well, the Jazz, to put it frankly, their starting lineup looks hideous. Olynyk, Clarkson, Markkanen, Conley, and Vanderbilt. I mean, it's just ridiculous, to be honest. But overall, in terms of this game, it's been a very pleasant sight, I have to say. I mean, you just look at what... I mean, Ben Simmons hasn't played a lot this game, but... you know, you look at last game and you see a number of things. You see, you know, Kevin Durant, the load is eased off him because he doesn't have to pick up the opponent or the opposing team's best player or the best wing that they have, best offensive big, which obviously is very hard to do, and especially if it's a Giannis type. Physically, they just wear you down. So it's a really welcomed sight that we've got someone that can finally do that, and that's his primary thing, and he can be fully absorbed in that. And, you know, offensively, it doesn't really matter if he contributes, because I think, if he's defensively contributing, he's offensively contributing. It makes it easier. We get more transition opportunities if we get more stops. And these players that we have on our team that are offensively gifted are going to absolutely thrive. There was another thing I wanted to say about that, but yeah, I just think, well, yeah, if KD's getting blitzed, if we can manipulate that right, then the amount of wide open opportunities we're going to get is going to be through the roof. The problem is, yeah, if you get dealt with via a zone defense, then that's where we always seem to be in a little bit of a muddle, because all the passing lanes are blocked, and if we're doubling Kevin Durant, he always feels a level of pressure, and it's always going to be difficult to find a pass if you're getting smothered by two players as opposed to one, and then you've also got to manipulate it through a sea of Miami Heat defenders. So if we can just work it out and manipulate it, then I think it's going to be, well, we'll be all right. We'll be okay. Whoops. But yeah, overall, I think it's been a good off-season or preseason batch of games. Obviously started really slowly. First game wasn't really, you couldn't really discuss anything because, obviously a lot of players hadn't really had proper game stuff to, test their abilities out once again. They'd only done it in like 5-on-5 scrimmages, and Steve Nash hadn't tried experiment or hadn't been able to apply his experiments in match sim like properly against competition that are trying to win. In the first game, KD had 18 minutes. No one played more than 19 minutes of action, and we played, well, definitely more than 15 players, or about 15 players. So, you're not going to be playing 15 players in a regular season game unless, you're playing 5 players in garbage time. But, that was the first game, and we saw glimpses, but in that first half it was good. In the second half we played the bench, and it blew out. Second game was a bit of a red flag, and that's what's worrying to me. If you can play I just lagged out for a second. If you can if we get faced with a zone defense next year or this year, then if we get faced with a zone defense next year, this year, I don't know, I just heard like a pin drop. That was so weird outside. I really am scared about how we're going to cope and how Steve Nash will deal with that, because last season we got exposed. Every time someone threw a team defense at us, like that with the zone, a 3-2, a 2-3 zone, whatever. And Miami really are the team that spring to mind. If we got them in a playoff series, provided we make the playoffs, I would be shit scared, because I know exactly what they're going to do with that off their defensive scheme, and it always works out. That said, in that game, KD had 22 and scored 8 of 12, but turned the ball over 3 times. Ben Simmons turned it over 6 times, and had really no impact. And Edwards started that game as well and shot the ball like trash. So, not much to extract from that one, because we shot the ball like garbage. Only scored 80 points on national TV, which isn't going to appease anyone. And then obviously we talked about the Bucks game earlier on, but even though the offensive firepower wasn't really contributing, it was the defensive side that got the job done. And holding Milwaukee, mind you, didn't have Middleton, but holding them to under 100, and Ben Simmons playing good defense against the people that matter, I see that as a very positive sign. Very positive sign. So, yeah. I think this is probably, well, that first half, I couldn't have asked for more. That's exactly what I want to see in the final preseason game before next week. Mind you, we are about 5 days away from that, and I'm very excited. So make sure to tune in for that. We are going to be here. Nets Pals. Don't know what time it is, but now have the community tab unlocked, so that is where a lot of my communication will go through. So if you want to stay alerted, then make sure to hop on over to that, and that'll be good fun, hopefully. So we're close to the start of the third quarter. Let me just reset the timer to 12 minutes. And let me go to the third quarter. So the third quarter will be starting very shortly. Quick box score check again. 34 points between KD and Kyrie. That is exactly what we need. But we've had some good contributions from some other players as well. Ben Simmons and Clax. Ben Simmons has been in hell, basically, with a lot of foul trouble. In 11 minutes, 5 fouls. So hopefully in the regular season he doesn't do that. But I really like the aggressiveness. He's eager. He's very eager, and he's going to be walking a fine line in this second half because, as I said, he's only got one foul to play with. So if he wants a lot of court action, then he's going to have to be really smart about it and really disciplined. Very interested, though, because we've got the starting five back out. So it looks like we're going to be playing this one as if it's a normal game, and I do think Minnesota are going to be adopting the same mindset. So here we go. Second half about to begin. Here we go. Quarter has begun. Quick drive. Claxton, great defense. Good verticality, and now we've got it. Kyrie, cheeky little through the legs dribble. KD, one-on-one with Gobert. He's going to exploit this. No, he doesn't. He shoots a really tough shot. And now the Wolves in transition. That was well done by Royce, though. He nearly knocked the ball out of Gobert's hands in a one-on-one in transition. So Royce, it feels like a lot of times this season is going to be the last line of defense. We're going to need Ben Simmons to get back. Oh, that was so good. Minnesota are absolutely in the shits right now. Ben Simmons with a beautiful pass to the backdoor cutter in Kyrie. There was a foul. Kyrie's saying it was a goaltend. They've ended up... There's going to be a preseason challenge, and I mean, the unanimous decision is going to be that it is not a goaltend, given Anthony Edwards has just blocked this long before it even hit the backboard, so it was still on the way up. It had barely left Kyrie's hands when he blocked it, so completely within their right to... Wait. Oh, they're challenging the foul, not the goaltend. So probably a foul, not a goaltend. Potentially, it was a bit of a soft foul, but, you know. How long does it take to run a challenge, really? It shouldn't take this long, to be brutally honest, but is what it is. And not much to really talk about, given we've talked about all the shit at halftime. Yeah, I would have to say... I mean, what do I know? But I think that's a foul. Could be mistaken, but we'll see what the outcome is here. And now we just have to sit and wait patiently, to be honest. This is a bit of a shocker, though. It should not be taking this long. Okay, so it's 2 shots. Are they saying it's goaltending as well? I'm not actually sure, to be honest. Because it definitely wasn't a goaltend. Yeah, so the call's been overturned, yeah, understandably. In terms of the goaltend, but it's still shots. So 2 for Kai. Alrighty. Here we go. Alrighty. Here we go. Here we go. Free throw 1 for Kai is good. A long break for a very simple call. Why is score review system so inadequate? Why are the people monitoring / operating it so inadequate? So Kyrie makes both. And Minnesota will bring it up. Gobert. Edwards lost it, but gets it back. And now we've got a switch. Corner, Karl Anthony Towns over Simmons is good. That's a tough shot over Ben Simmons, who was contesting. He wasn't making it easy for him by any means. KD. Skip past to Royce in the corner. That's a great find. And Royce knocks it down. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. Ben's gone. Ben is gone. It took that quick. And that was a pretty shit foul to give away. So, in 13 minutes of action, he's committed all 6 fouls. That's really soft. It's a pretty soft foul to give. I'll tell you what, though, with Ben Simmons, the good thing about him bringing it up, if he's guarding someone on the opposing side like a 4, they have to pick him up if he's also serving as the point guard. So you've got a center guarding a point guard. Good luck. Good passing on the perimeter. Towns, 3 off. And Kyrie swoops. One-handed pass to KD. Probably not worth the pizzazz, but we still got it. Kyrie, hand off to KD. Pull up 2 on the baseline is off. And it's going to be Minnesota ball. Looks like it was a 2 for Cat. Toe on the line. Russell, corner, McDaniels, drive, and miss. Gobert with the board. And it's a score for Gobert. So Watanabe is the like-for-like replacement by the looks. KD, pull up 3, and he just scores it. No fuss, without even trying. This guy's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Just can dribble it like 5 times, no ball movement, and just score that. Gobert's now in the low block on Royce, and we collapse defensively, and now they've absolutely stuffed themselves up there. That's very similar to the KD treatment. You just absolutely swarm him and he doesn't know what to do. And in the end, they somehow still have it. But even still, that's great defense. KD blocks Karl Anthony Towns, and with 1.2 on the clock, they're going to have to throw something up. But KD just locked down. Here we go. They need an option, and they don't have one. Edwards, 3 is well short. And that was a very good defensive possession by Brooklyn. Very good defensive possession. Royce O'Neal. KD. Post up on Edwards. He got blocked by Edwards. Oh. Good defense. And then, well, good two-way play by Anthony Edwards. Good defensive stop. Excellent verticality. And then one-man fast break. So you can't ask for much more than that from your young player. And he knocks down the first free throw. So lead back down to 17 points. We have played probably at the pinnacle of our powers today. 1 of 7. Anthony Edwards. So he has not had it easy either. And he misses the second as well to make matters worse. Watanabe brings it up. Clacks. Off ball screen by Utah. Kyrie is fouled. McDaniels, that's the second one in the game where he has landed in the landing room, or moved into the landing room of where the three-point shooter was jumping. So it's going to be 3 for Kai. No flagrant, though. So 3 shots coming up. And the first is good. So we've got 8:22 to play. Lead is at 18. Kyrie's made a bit of a living at the free throw line at the start of this quarter. And the third free throw coming up. For Kai to make it 20, I believe, 3 points in the game. And that one rattles out. So 19-point lead, you don't complain with that. Kyrie's been excellent defensively. I have to shout him out once again because he deserves it. Okay, and we've got another foul on Nicholas Claxton, who fell for the Gobert pump fake, and he is going to go back to the free throw line. So, making it difficult for everyone. That's what I like to see. We're up 19, and there hasn't really been. I can probably only count on one hand the amount of open looks we've given them, because it's all been difficult for Minnesota. They've had to go to the line and earn their points, which is what you like to see. Gobert's missed both free throws, which isn't ideal at all. Kyrie pushes it ahead. So Claxton with the high screen. Kyrie doesn't use it. Oh, that is pretty, but unfortunately the shot had a little bit too much power on it. And now in transition, Edwards' defense collapses. Russell wide open in the three, or in the corner for three, is good. And D'Lo with the bucket. So Kyrie. Bounce pass to KD. Utah in the corner. Beautiful. Great ball movement there. KD to Clax. Clax to find Utah in the corner. They committed all their numbers into the paint, and we're able to utilize the freedom. Kyrie, I mean, D'Lo just lost the ball, and wow, okay. So D'Lo lost the ball. Kyrie won it, then he lost the ball, and now he's in a jump ball with Rudy Gobert. And odds are, unless Kyrie has the reflexes of a I don't know what, then he's got absolutely no hope here. He's giving up like a foot of size. This couldn't be any more lopsided. He needs a run-up. He just conceded that he wasn't getting that. So we've got a switch now. Oh. Good rotation to avoid the switch. Corner for McDaniels, who's wide open. He missed it. And someone soared in. I don't know who it was, but now KD in transition. He's off. Karl Anthony Towns took a shot. Kyrie, man, he is fighting over every screen. That is the difference from last season, because a simple solution for breaching our defense last season was just set one screen, and that would give you space because no one fought over the screen. Kyrie takes another shot. Well, it's just, yeah. It's a huge plus. McDaniels has 5 personals, so he could be done very shortly as well, and that defensive assignment that they have with Kevin Durant could be in the mud very, very soon. Margin currently sits at 17. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Around the grounds, Orlando beat Cleveland. That's interesting. Evan Mobley came back from injury, so trying to get a rep in before the the start of the year. Yeah. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on. Toronto playing Boston at the moment, and that looks like it's a good game. Scotty Barnes 25, Anunoby 32. That's a huge performance by him. And there's a pretty nice spread of scoring for Boston. So yeah, wouldn't be complaining too much with that. Yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty. So we've got just over half of the third quarter to play. $17-point lead. It's been headlined by good defense, solid offense, all round contributions. Things we love to see more often than not, So it's been good. Really good vibes. Really good vibes. And there's been a very nice spread of scoring as well. Kyrie, KD, Royce, Claxton, Watanabe, list goes on. Day'Ron Sharp's been good as well. Defense has held up. All right. Here we go. Play resumes. Kyrie, screen by Sharp. Can just shoot a three. That's terrible defense by whoever that guy was. And it is a bucket for Kai from outside the arc, beyond the arc. Towns, Edwards, pull up two is good. Quick response. I'm smacking the microphone every time I move my hand. Kyrie. Oh, that's nice. Behind the back. Oh, that was cool. KD. And Day'Ron was never able to gather the ball. So, turnover. Kick out by Edwards. Taurean Prince gets past. Gobert back out of Towns. Great ball movement. Edwards wide open for three. It's good. You can play good defense, but that offense wins out every single time. That's tough. O'Neal. Kyrie. Guarded heavily. Pull up two is just routine. He's looking dangerous, Kyrie. Royce got sent to the ground after there was a pretty hard screen by Gobert. And Utah had to foul under the basket given it was a 5-on-4. Royce O'Neal on the deck. So 4:43 to play in the quarter. And we're going to side out with Noel. Edwards, screen by Towns. Good recovery by Kyrie to force the miss. Watanabe with the rebound. KD just lost the ball, bounced it off his shoe, and now it's a 3-on-4. And then they pass it. Oh, wow. Straight to KD. And then KD looked like he was a little bit fancy. Trying to be a little bit fancy. Did a little behind the back thingy. And that one also went out. So 2 turnovers for Kevin Durant in the space of about 30 seconds. And the turnover count, which was quite lopsided early, has now evened itself right out. Good extra pass by Karl Anthony Towns. And it is free throws for Rudy Gobert. Oh, well, yeah, a free throw. The and one opportunity can be converted. Good work. Identified the help defense, and, well, the rest is history. So, free throw for Gobert to send it back down to 14 is off. And Watanabe with a very good rebound. And Kyrie just, I mean, he's feeling it because he just shot a 3 with still like 18 seconds on the shot clock. Patty Mills will pick up a blocking foul after getting decked by Noel. So 3:54 to play. Alright, so Wolves are in the bonus. Didn't even realise that. So free throws for Noel, and the first one rattles out. So a lot of misses at the free throw line, I have to say. Gobert heads to the bench. And the second free throw for Noel is good. So we're into the final 4 minutes of the game. Or, well, the third quarter, should I say. 14-point lead. Mills to Dayron Sharp to KD. Back out to Mills. Good hesitation. Took an extra second, but missed the pull-up 2. Prince. Good cross. And blew the layup. And then Royce O'Neal trying to find KD. Looked for a pass that was never on, and it got deflected out of bounds. So 3:27 remains in this quarter. Royce. KD. Screens for Mills off the ball. Couldn't use him. KD tries to go himself and is off. Good box out by the Wolves. And in transition, Anderson to Edwards. No rotation on the defense. Luckily, the shot by Edwards was short on the 3. Plenty of options here for the Nets, and they work it out beautifully for a corner 3, and Morris, unfortunately, is well off. Good passing by Karl Anthony Towns. It was a nice little touch pass, and it'll be 2 more free throws for Noel. Morris picks it up. 2 shots coming. 83-69 the score. And Kyrie's been excellent. Currently taking a break. Kevin Durant's been a nice partner in crime. Noel scores. And they've been the better team, I would say, Minnesota, in this second half. We have been good in stints, but for the most part, the Wolves have been pretty consistent. And second free throw is made. So KD, bounce past the Clacks. And that was a really tough shot that he was attempting there. But he will be getting a couple free throws at the line. So Clacks with a make. We need those. Second free throw is good. That's unheard of for him to score both free throws at the line, but he does so here in a game that, of course, does not matter. And now Prince. Edwards freed up off the screen, but Royce with good recovery. Interrupted possession, and Edwards had a terrible three-pointer there. They do get it back, though. Long rebound. Prince trying to get past Claxton. Clax stays with him. Sends the pass to Reed. And that three is terrible. Claxton, that is all him. KD. Royce O'Neal wide open, top of the key. So many wide open shots in this game. Edwards one-on-one with Royce. That's a good contest, but Anthony Edwards is better. And another three goes down. Mills. Got it by Noel at the logo. Claxton. Off-ball screen by Mills to KD. And then another one set by Claxton to free him up, but he misses a shot that you would usually back him in to score. Edwards. Royce O'Neal stays with him, and the defense is unbelievable. We've got a minute left. KD. One-on-one. High screen, Claxton. KD does not pass it, and then he did. Probably shouldn't have. Turnover, 3-on-1, and Royce O'Neal once again the last line of defense, and will ensure that Minnesota need to earn their points at the charity stripe once again. Looks like we may have a little bit of first aid happening as well. Yep, he got smacked on the nose. So we're just going to have a couple moments before play resumes. Yeah, he got swiped on the nose after Royce tried to stop that shot, and it was a smart idea, but yeah. So a couple free throws here. Noel's first is good. It rattles in, and the lead, as large as about 20, I'd like to say, is now down to only 10. And could be sliced a little bit further. And is. So, Patty Mills picks it up. KD. One-on-one again, guarded by Edwards. They double him. There's going to be an extra man somewhere. Claxton! Unbelievable stuff. Minnesota ended up knocking their own players over. And Claxton was the only man standing. So Edwards will wind the clock down. There is a 6-second difference between shot and game. Edwards. And we force a turnover. Well done. We're just making everything so hectic for Minnesota on offense. Because we're scrambling. It's just a huge... it throws people off. So we've got 8 seconds. 7, 6, Kyrie, KD. Tough 3. And that is not a shot you want to be attempting. And a chuck up from 3/4 court is off. And we've got a quarter to play. So... it is a lead by 11. And we are closing in on the last quarter of this match, where it'll be the last hit out before, well, opening night. Nets taking Nets taking preseason 2, I'm assuming you meant seriously. Trying young, less experienced players won't hurt much right now. I would agree with that, but to be honest, I would rather you play your best lineup now. Because I think, obviously, the first 3 games we've been experimenting with different lineups and mixing and matching and not really having much continuity. This is the only hit out where these players will have an opportunity to play a full-scale game as if it were a regular season game. And I think it's a smart idea. You do have the minor chance that someone gets injured, and that would be disastrous. But in saying that, obviously if the lead blows out, then you do it. If the lead stays close, I think you play him, because I think you need to give him as much of a run as possible. We'll look at the box score really quickly. You can see Kyrie Irving with 26. KD's been a little bit more inefficient, especially in that quarter. He's got 20. Royce O'Neal with a very nice all-round stat line. KD's got 4 blocks and a steal. Kyrie's got 3 steals. Royce O'Neal has 3 steals as well, and a team high plus 13, I'd like to think. If we look at other players, Clax with 6 and 4, he's got a team high plus 20. And Ben Simmons, even though he didn't have a great time, 6 personal fouls in like 13 minutes, he has done well. Plus 15 in that time. And Day'Ron Sharp's also been excellent. So, yeah. We will be back for opening night. You can see the upcoming games for the Nets. Those first 5 are extremely difficult. And I did say earlier, if we can win 3 or 4 of those, that'd be a huge success. And there are the streams as well. So we've got the Pels, the Raps, the Mavs, the Pacers, the Wizards, and the Hornets as the first 6 we will be doing on this channel. So make sure to tune in for all those. I believe I'm going off the Australian day. So it would be the day before at night if you're in the US. Patty Mills knocks down a 3 coming off the screen, and it is a 14-point lead. So we're running Mills, O'Neal, Morris, Thomas, and Claxton. D'Lo shoots over Mills, and he has no trouble there. From the corner, mid-ranger, Cam Thomas will probably be facilitating the offense here. Cam Thomas, bro, I don't know what he was doing there. He had a wide open layup and instead just threw it back into traffic. Forbes, that's good defense by Thomas, who just crept up behind and I think got a hand in. Thomas slows the play down and calls an ISO. Bounce pass to Mills, catch and shoot 3. No hand in his face. And that was the right pass. Just no execution on the shot. Cam Thomas gambled the steal and instead has stuffed up everyone else's defensive assignments. But luckily we were able to get the ball back by courtesy of a strong rebound. They're running a bit of zone now. O'Neal on the wing. And O'Neal had his foot on the line. So we've got a side out. D'Lo. Anderson. Back to Russell. Cam with the block. And then the deflection to give it back to Annette. Oh, what a no-look! Woohoo! That was unbelievable. Even I was fooled. I thought he was going to the cutter to his left, but he just went right down the middle and found Claxton. Anderson with a good score on the reverse. Lead back down to 12. But Cam Thomas, I've slandered his defense. He hasn't been great in that department, but if he can deliver, then he's going to shut me up. Morris in the corner. Doesn't shoot the 3. Then shoots a mid-range 2. I don't know why you'd pass up a 3 off the catch for an off-the-dribble mid-range 2. Morris, active hands. And now he's so slow! Oh my god. What the fuck is he doing? Mates. That was the slowest fast break I've ever seen in my life. That's like the equivalent of seeing DeAndre Jordan do a one-man fast break. It was so slow. You just saw from a mile away Bryn Forbes was going to creep up. Towns. Hook shot. Somehow did a full 360 on the rim and managed to not go down. Thomas. Push shot. Beautiful. And he started the game slowly, but it looks like at the start of the last, that rest was welcomed and he's come out with a bit of fire. Towns, good screen by Gobert to leave him wide open. The shot is off and we've got about 8 minutes 40 to play and a 14-point lead. A comfortable one. Cam Thomas lost it, got it back, and shot off the glass and scored. Minnesota basically just flocked away from Cam Thomas. And he was able to... I think he would have been a little bit surprised with the time he was permitted. Foul by Dayron. And Cam Thomas is shooting 4 of 7. It hasn't really felt like he's been that efficient. He's had a few dimes as well. And with 8:16 to go, it is a 16-point game. And you're not complaining if Gobert goes to the free throw line, in all honesty. The free throw is well short. That looked horrific off the release. That was a very early release, that one. Gobert's not missed a shot, but he shot 3 of 9 on free throw attempts. Make it... Okay, I thought it was going to be 3 of 10, but it's actually 4 of 10. So 15 for Gobert is a modest night. Obviously, as a missed, you would take that any day of the week. Cam, pull up mid-range, had a lot of room. No contest. Few more years in the system and he'll knock that down. D'Lo, drive, bounce pass into traffic, and Cam wins it. He swoops, alley-oop, could have passed it, and won! Hey. I mean, take your pick. It was like a 4-on-1. And Cam Thomas with the right option, the draft year chemistry, I have to say. It was a no-look. He could have fed it to Royce, and instead he opted for Dayron, who has been very good on the roll this season, or in the preseason. He's been very good in that department. D'Lo freed up off the screen by Gobert, and we have another basket. Cam Thomas got fouled, and a couple free throws for Cam Thomas. We are going to exceed 100 points with still 7 minutes to play, and it hasn't really felt like we've been that dominant, but you know, I guess the more defensive stops, the more transition opportunities, and the more shots you take earlier in the shot clock. That's probably where all the shots have come from. We hit 100 points. Happy days. And Kyrie Irving's coming back into the game. Imagine having that luxury. Scoring 100, Kyrie sat for quite some time, and you've actually buffed up the lead whilst he's been on the bench. So we've got Patty, Kyrie, Morris, Cam, and Dayron on the floor. I hate this 3-guard lineup. Cam Thomas got decked by Karl Anthony Towns. The screen he set, and D'Lo had another 3 to score wide open. Kyrie. One-on-one with Anderson. He's going to have to shoot over height. He lost the ball, and a good defense by Anderson. So, transition. Kyrie returns the favor. Good defense, but Anderson, they call him slow-mo, and the lead goes down to 13. So, a couple quick buckets for them. And it will be a timeout called by Steve Nash. That 3-guard lineup doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why he still runs it. I know it's preseason, but anyway. You can see... I'll just go to this thingy. You can see Cam Thomas with 11 points. And he's been... Royce O'Neal's got 4 steals. He's been pretty good, actually. Claxton with 8. Watanabe's been alright. He's only played 8 minutes, but he's done a few things there. Brought a bit of energy. And if we go up, Kyrie with 26 and 4 dimes on very good shooting. Kevin Durant with 20, potentially put on ice. And Day'Ron Sharpe, second game in a row, he's been pretty solid. 9 points, 10 boards, and some good impact. He's somehow a -7, though, in the plus-minus, which I don't get. But I would say he's had a really good impact when he's been on the court. Problem is because I think being with players like Mills and Morris on the floor, they have more of a... Well, their positives don't really outweigh the negatives, so I think the plus-minus is a bit reflective of that. Nets are a 3rd or 4th seed. I would say... I would probably agree with you. I reckon. It's a very deep Eastern Conference, so good luck trying to predict 1 through 10, because there's 10 teams that could easily be interchangeable for multiple spots. Like, the Nets could finish as high as 1. They could finish as low as 7 if things go wrong, or 8. You've got Milwaukee. They could finish as high as 1 and finish as low as 5. You've got Boston, who can finish as high as 1 and finish as low as 5. And then in the lower part, we don't know where the Hawks sit. We don't know where the Bulls sit. We don't know where... Well, probably the Hornets are like 10th. We don't know if the Knicks are going to make any impact. They probably won't. That's me using my non-expert opinion. You've got so many teams to have to think about. It's a tough one to pick. Really tough one to pick. Alright, and we kick back off. Shot is off by whoever that was. Couldn't see because of the broadcast showing Nets fans over the actual game. Reed. Bryn Forbes. That was a tough screen, and they're going to call a block? By the looks. We're just about halfway in this last quarter. The lead hasn't really gone down. It hasn't gone up. We've held this lead for quite a long time. Is that not a moving screen? Alright. Noel. Tough shot over the top. Good contest by Day'Ron. And KD's back on the floor as well. So, KD, Mills, Irving, Morris, and Sharpe. Oh, that was really ropes. KD gets past the closeout. And Morris... It'll be 2 shots. Morris a little bit frustrated with the miss there. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like. We are back on opening night, so make sure to tune in for Nets Pelicans. We'll be right here. Potentially same place, same time. I don't know what time the game starts, but Morris makes the first free throw here. And the second free throw is coming right up. And it is good. Austin Rivers hasn't been in all game, and he is now. Noel. Bounce pass. Kyrie ricocheted it, and we've got the ball now. Kyrie in transition. I forgot to play. Oh my goodness, Dayron. I forgot to play the timer, so I'm now about 15 seconds behind. And somehow Minnesota have screwed that one up. Naz Reid, obviously not a designated passer. And the turnover has arisen from exactly that. Kyrie. Screen by Dayron. Bounce pass. Dayron on the roll. He got absolutely crunched. And it will be 2 free throws. So Dayron once again being threatening on the roll. And he's made a living from there. He's also been really good at the free throw line. I think in the little action he was playing last season, he probably showed a little bit of vulnerability there. Like a 65% free throw shooter. Tonight I don't think he's missed a free throw. And he makes another one. So he's been in the lab, man. He has been in the lab. And I'm very high on him. Because I think he's... like, the mobility, the passing ability, there's a lot to like. And there's a reason he got picked in the first round. And we didn't have to give up much for him. Landry Shamet. That was the piece. Kyrie wide open 3. Oh, that was online. Unfortunately, went all the way around the rim and still didn't register a score. Slow-mo into the paint. Lives up to the name and scores. Okay, so 15-point game. We've got another timeout. You would expect the players to be put on ice right now. It is a 15-point lead. And, yeah, good vibes. Wow, so Boston-Toronto went into overtime. And let's have a look at what's happening there. Jaylen Brown with 23. Jason Tatum with 21. A very good spread of scoring there for the Raptors. It looks like the bench or the starting 5 has been put on ice, and it's the bench unit doing the work now for both teams by the looks. Don't know what other games are going on right now. There are quite a few. We can have a look at the box score, and you can see it's pretty much the same spread of scoring. 26, 29, 6, 5. Right there. And the bench, I mean, we've already seen it, really. So, there's a look for reference, and that's really about it. All we need to see. So, it's been a good stream. I'm slowly getting used to this, new manual scoreboard that I'm operating. So, that's going to be exciting. And, yeah, we're in the late stages of this one. The last 2 games, I think, are the 2 games you can judge the Nets off mostly, because obviously closer to the season, a few more games under their belt. And, yeah, I think that's, like, there's a lot to like. Good defensive abilities being maximized. You know, good shooting. Shooting hasn't been more of a a hallmark of our wins. I would have to say it's been our defensive work. I mean, we could easily hold Minnesota to under 100 points if we don't take our foot off the gas in the last 4.5 minutes. So that would be 2 in a row, and that's a drastic improvement on last season. I mean, 2 teams, Minnesota and Milwaukee, that I would say, are going to be pretty good this season. So it's credit to us. Cam Thomas missed or got his shot blocked, and then the putback or the second chance op was no good. We've got basically the whole bench in. Bryn Forbes corner threes off, and we've got the bench in, the emptied bench. 4 rookies and Morris, because he's just as shit. Dayron, Cam, Kess, David Duke, and Morris. Wow. Naz Reid did not call bank, and leads down to 12 with 3.5 minutes to play. David Duke. Dayron. I feel like he's going to shoot a 3 at the end here, because he does have range. Cam. Dayron. Okay, there's going to be a foul. Cam Thomas was trying the alley-oop. So 3:33 to play, and Dayron will be shooting a couple. Here we go. First free throw is good, and he's still perfect from the line. Second free throw is good. So positive stuff by Dayron Sharp. It's been really good. Really good game by him. Austin Rivers. High screen by Anderson. Takes Thomas off the dribble. Good help defense by Sharp. They work it around the perimeter. And Sharp with an excellent rebound. Defensively, he's been great. Rebounding wise, he's been great. On the roll, he's been great. And now he's just turned it over and let me down. So good contest, but unfortunately, whoever the tosser was that fouled on the putback, well, they've just let down Dayron's effort there. So Dayron with a good contest on Noel, who missed the layup, and Anderson with the putback. And who would have thought Marcus or Markeith, I don't freaking know who's who, Markeith Morris, the dud, drawing the foul or picking up the foul, and the free throw is converted. So we're in the final 3 minutes of this contest. Cam Thomas nearly lost it, and then he eventually did. And Minnesota are putting in just a few nice little defensive possessions here. They've got to be careful that they don't lose this game. It'd be really depresso if they were able to go on a nice little 11-0 run in the last 3 minutes to win it. It's achievable. Noel, 1-on-1 with Watanabe, who's come in for Morris. Tough shot. Good contest. It's off. And Kester Cam. Good no-look to Kess. Wasn't even looking at the basket. Threw it over his head. And it's going to be a couple shots for him at the free throw line. Cam with the feed. Free throw 1 is good. And free throw 2 coming up right now. So there we go. A couple free throws made for Kess. And the clock will wind down. We are closing in on the final 2 minutes. And it is a 13-point lead. Naz Reid with the roll. Navigates through and scores. Thomas. Edwards. Watanabe. Sharp lost the ball but got it back. Beautiful bullet pass to Edwards, who gave it off to Watanabe. And we'll be getting another couple shots with the Nets in the bonus. So 2 shots coming up. That was some good play by the Nets, and Watanabe scores the first one. 110-98 the scoreline now. And the second one is off. So 110-98 remains the scoreline, and we are in the final 2 minutes. Rivers. And yep, Rivers with the floater to send the Timberwolves to triple digits, and we are in the final 90 seconds. Cam will just let the clock run down. There's no need to do anything stupid here, except he nearly did. David Duke, 1-on-1. Dayron with the putback. Beautiful. He's been excellent. Good defensive performance, complemented by a solid offensive performance, is going to be the storyline of this win. Bryn Forbes with the push shot. And final 60 seconds. Cam Thomas lost the ball. Nearly got it back. Timberwolves on the break to the corner. Rivers gets past the closeout. Hesitates. Back out to Reed. Reed misses. And we've got about 30 seconds left. And this is going to be a win. Final minute or final possession for the Nets, and the clock will just run. And Kessler Edwards will have to bite the bullet with the shot clock violation and subsequent turnover. And with about 10.8 left, or 11 seconds, I don't know. It is going to be it. It's going to be a 10-point game. Austin Rivers, the tosser, tries to shoot a 3 and he sucks. So he missed the 3. And we win this one 112-102. Great win. And we will go to the chat. Let's see what's up. Hold on a second. Okay. There's no way there's no sound. That's impossible. The game is over. And I don't know why traffic's coming into the stream right now. But it is over. And we've won this one by 12-10. This is the box score. No, it's not, because it hasn't updated. Why is it not updated yet? CBS Sports be slacking. I'll have a look at an updated box score for you, because they're not on their game right now. CBS, they're very much behind, and be lovely for them to update the box score. But Dayron Sharp, sorry, is it going to update? I would love to see this. Okay, well, it's just added a point. Can it not do that? Okay, it's slowly coming to its senses now. Let me just send that down again. To those who have just tuned in, welcome, friends. I'm trying to get the box score up really quickly, because I want to be out of here. Dayron Sharp, what a performance. 22 minutes, 13 points, 12 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal. And a great showing overall. Cam Thomas with 11 as well. If we go down, Kyrie and KD did all the work when it really mattered. 26 and 20 to those two. They had 34 combined in the first half. And Royce O'Neal was also excellent with 4 steals and, well, basically an all-round stat line. And Claxton with 8 and 4. Morris with 7 and 6 on terrible shooting. And Ben Simmons, well, you're probably wondering where he was. Well, he got fouled out in 13 minutes or something along those lines. You can see the shooting stats if it gets there. Yeah. Shooting sort of went out the door in the second half. We still had 14 threes. We got to the line a lot more in that second half. And for the Wolves, well, they evened it out. It was much more lopsided in the field goal department, but couldn't make their free throws at all. And we'll have a look. You can see their bench. Well, their bench at the end of the game. Their starting lineup overall. D'Lo with 17. Good shooting. Gobert, 16. Didn't miss a shot, but missed more than half of his 10 free throws. Karl Anthony Towns was all right as well. His shooting was trash. I mean, this just says a lot about how good we were defensively. It was never really easy for any one of their starting lineup players to get buckets. You can see D'Lo 7 of 13. I mean, he got a lot of his buckets against Patty Mills, and that really helped a little bit. Rudy Gobert, we got him to the line. We only allowed 6 shots. And Karl Anthony Towns also was very much compressed, even without Ben Simmons on the floor. It was a very strong performance with regards to help defense, communication, getting steals and blocks, just defensive energy, fighting over screens. It's all been there in the last couple of games, and that is what we want to see, especially in the games that matter, going into this crucial period where it's just a build-up into the final week of, well, a build-up for the final week before the regular season begins. But I'm going to be done here. And what's going to happen is next week we will be here for opening night. You can see the upcoming games there. The Pals will be first up. I will communicate on the community tab what is happening with regards to games. If there's any changes throughout the season, I will be letting you know through the community tab, and that's basically the gist of how it's going to work. Hang on. Yeah, so it's going to be the Pals first up, the Raps. The Pals, the Raps, and then I believe I'm doing the Mavs and the Pacers to close out the month, so you know those in advance. But yeah, community tab will be where all communication is done, and so make sure you stay tuned with that. But we're done here. Hope you enjoyed this one. We will see you next week. We may do a little season preview or a little takeaways video for the preseason, as a little bit of content before the season starts. But I'm excited, especially with the performance today. It's going to be good vibes, hopefully. Hopefully no dramas. We don't have that at the start of the year. We've only got injuries to worry about. So hopefully we may see Seth Curry, Joe Harris coming back. I think it'll be more likely that Seth Curry does that than Joe, but we'll see how we go. Regardless, the last couple of games have really shown that we have a deep roster, and that next man up mentality that we had a couple of seasons ago, or years and years ago, the D'Lo Nets, it feels like it's got shades of that, and hopefully, it all translates over to the regular season. But thank you. We will see you in the next one next week for opening night. Thank you for tuning in, and that'll be all from me. Have a good one. Peace out.